NFL 23. And today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears. And it comes your way next.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Well, we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
Allen going to go to the air right away. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Allen going to keep it again. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the 4th-year running back. This is Devin Singletary. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 25 yards that time.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Eberflus clearly in disagreement with that last call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide, and I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things, but even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So for Matt Eberflus, a challenge well spent. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Some of the things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On first down, it's Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On second down, here's the option. Fields hit and the ball is loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now a first down throw. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They're running the jet sweep with Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On second and 9, Fields. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He finishes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged in with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Corey Blossomgame taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a first and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. And this one is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen rolling to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, Cook. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it They can really throw off the play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. Touchdown, Bills. Isaiah McKenzie from 4 yards out. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Fields on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Fields now to throw. Got an open man, it's Pringle. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Yeah, here come the Bills. And they've got a good chance of getting points out of this. They start in the red zone on first down.
Let's go, baby.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The previous play is under review.
And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby.
From the 50, here's Fields. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Holding, offense.
Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Running left, Montgomery. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 15 now, Fields. And he will find his man on the outside. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, he's got to throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Now it's Fields. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Fields. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that 1st down run.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Montgomery running right. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss. They will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, 14 yards. And the Bears have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me to that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll go option to the short side. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Cook up the gut. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Play action. Now it's Allen. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chicago offense set to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Let's go, baby. It's a big one now. It's a big one.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down they go Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now. Down 21-14. A little over a minute and a half remaining. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. First down now, but that clock rolling. Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Throwing is Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you've got to get up there and spike it.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Allen. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. This one came right down to the wire. It seemed they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.